Okay, today we're going to look at demonstrable reality, and you guessed it, the final experiment. First, I want to address some things regarding demonstrable reality. Some globies are saying it's impossible to be a demonstrable realist without being a globe believer. Others are claiming I don't stand by demonstrable reality, I just say it. And this is an example here, this comment from Tony. Please make a video demonstrating reality and or defining what is demonstrable reality. I'm struggling to find any demonstration in any of your videos, just claims that demonstrable reality proves this or that, but no actual demonstration. It would make your content so much more valuable to let us in on your demonstrations. Please, I beg you. Thanks in advance for enlightening us. Tony. Demonstrable reality is reality, but I am going to entertain you and help you. Demonstrable reality is things like tower cranes and pendulums do not have the ability to be dead still and plumb whilst doing ludicrous speeds in 4 different directions at the same time, like the globe earth theory suggests. That is a demonstrable impossibility given the fact every demonstration that's tried to prove tower cranes could be dead still and plumb whilst doing the ludicrous speeds the globe earth theory suggests. Every demo I've seen done by a globe believer trying to prove the point ends up destroying the globe earth theory through a demonstrable practical reference. Here's a prime example coming from a globe believing pilot. Bearing in mind, this pilot isn't spinning and wobbling and oscillating. He's travelling in a straight line, linear motion, which isn't representing his globe earth theory, but he still cannot provide the evidence that would suggest tower cranes can be dead still and plumb whilst doing ludicrous speeds like the globe earth theory suggests. Look. So Tony, demonstrable reality is every demonstration on this earth. Every demonstration on this earth. I don't entertain sophistry, and I do not entertain stargazing observations that have no practicality. If you're going to cite an observation over a large standing body of water, you need to have a practical reference of that substance, water, behaving in the manner in which you suggest based on your interpretation of your observation. Because globe believers cite stuff like this as proof of curvature, and yet we all know now any so-called curvature is optical and not physical. That's not my opinion. Again, that's a demonstrable fact based on large standing bodies of water do not have the ability to display convexity upon its surface. That is a measurable fact that can be tested and verified by all. That way, with using the substance to cross-reference, you take into account any of the variables at play here. And as a result, you can deem this observation, the claim the globies will make off the back of this observation, as inconclusive, because they have no practicality whatsoever to take into account the variables and prove their globe earth theory. Okay? It's the same thing with train tracks. This is why we have to cross-reference things with observations to take into account the optical variables at play and of course how our vision works. Because if we trusted our vision alone and we looked at train tracks appearing to converge in the distance, we'd be under the impression that the rail tracks actually do converge in the distance, but we can measure and explore the whole length of these tracks and measure the gaps between the lines and see that they don't come any closer together, and highlight there's optical things at play, which is why we need to cross-reference observations with practicality, measurement. Okay, so again, demonstrable reality, whether we're talking about tower cranes, the substance of water, or the fact to believe in the globe earth theory, you need to provide a demonstration of an air pressure system residing next to a vacuum without solid separation. Demonstrable reality shows us all to have those systems reside next to each other, you need a solid barrier in between. Yet the globe earth theory claims there is no solid barrier in between. So again, demonstrable reality proves the things we're told about the globe earth theory are ridiculous. And now we come to Will Duffy's final experiment. I've got to be honest, Will has taken a bit of a battering by this channel. Nothing personal, Will. I don't know you. But I want you to see the error of your ways with regards to your faulty logic, thinking a light in the sky will change the physical results of reality. It won't, Will. I'm quite looking forward to the results of what comes about from this observation. I don't think there'll be a circling sun in Antarctica, because all the evidence I've seen that the globies have cited so far, none of it really holds up to scrutiny or any kind of... When you look at it a little bit deeper, you see problems that do not hold up, okay? So I don't think there will be. If there is a circling sun, then it means this place is far more magical and mysterious than I originally thought. How that would work in the bigger picture of things, I don't know. But as I've already stated, and everyone can prove, demonstrable reality proves the globe is impossible. So if anything does come out of this final experiment that is good, it potentially can get rid of models, concepts, and we can replace those things with demonstrable truths. And in doing so, we're getting a lot closer to the actual truth of the bigger picture of where we are. Like I say, if there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, fascinating. It'll never prove something, the globe, to be true, because the globe is impossible based on demonstrable reality. It just means this place, like I've said, is far more mysterious, far more fascinating than I originally thought, and just highlights the fact we need to explore this place to fully understand it. So perhaps the final experiment is a blessing in one way, that is getting rid of concepts, and we can push for demonstrable truths and hope to put an end to this silliness. Have a good one, everyone.